a few things here that are makeup related and skincare. So let me get started. The first thing is the Sally Hansen Color Therapy Nail Polish. I really have gotten into this kind of red orange color on my toes. I don't usually put a darker color on my fingernails, but on my toes I'll wear just about anything. And this red orange and colors like this, I've been loving. This is number 340 Radiance. And I also like that this has argan oil in it, which is supposed to be less drying for your nails, a little bit more moisturizing and conditioning for your nails, which is great. And these run $7.99. I got this at Target. So the next thing I want to share with you is the Vita Liberata Luxury Tan Phenomenal 2 to 3 week tanning mousse. It is normally $54. I would not buy a self-tanning product for that amount of money, but I found at the Pennies that has the little Sephora inside of it, at an end cap, they had their clearance items, and they had all kinds of Vita Liberata. They had the body blur, they had the bronzing powder, and they had different ones of the self-tanners, and I knew how much they were because I'd looked at them. I'd heard really great reviews, seen really great reviews on them, but never was able to purchase it. So there it was. They're normally $54. I got this for $20. I just grabbed it. I thought, I have a chance to use this, and it wasn't expired. So I got it in the light medium. No, I got it in the medium, and it was about $20. Amazing savings. So what I found with this, and I've tried a couple of mid-range self-tanners and then mostly drugstore ones like Jergens, something like that. But with this mousse, I use a mitt. Their mitts were on clearance as well. Fabulous. So I picked up one of those, used that, and they blend so well. And I have been able to self-tan very easily without getting blotchy streaks, having big patches that are, you know, if you don't blend it super carefully, sometimes you can get a big patch or around your ankles, elbows. This is like a dream to blend in and look very natural, not orange, almost more of just a cool toned color. And I don't put a ton on, I don't do it daily or anything like that, so I don't get super dark, but I love being able to wear shorts specifically, and sometimes a sundress, and show my arms and not have me be as pale as I usually can be. So this is great in the application, and then in the fading, it's perfection. You don't get those massive kind of leprosy looking, you know, places that peel off. You do have to maintain it like any other self-tan, where you do have to, you know, scrub it off and reapply, you know, after a week or whatever, a few days, however long it lasts. One thing I did hear from someone else in a review is they said that they went swimming and maybe the chlorine from the pool completely got rid of the Vita Liberata tan. I've not swam with this, so I can't vouch for what it would do after you swim. But for me, this has been the best self-tanner I've ever used. Very natural looking, even coloring, and the fading is super comfortable. I don't have to think about it or worry that I look like, you know, my ankles are peeling off or anything like that. So something else that I've really been using and enjoying is by Tarte, and it's their Rainforest of the Sea Lip Quench Rescue. This one is in nude. They have these great cardboard recyclable containers. This one with the seashells is really fun for the summertime. This one is in nude, and they smell minty. They twist up. They have a great minty scent. And I was trying to think, is it spearmint or peppermint? I don't know. But it's very creamy, has some pigment, more than a gloss. Unless it's a really high pigmented gloss, you know, like a Anastasia or something. But this is just super moisturizing, very nourishing. It's more like a treatment on your lips. So love that. These are $19. I got another one in cherry, and I threw that in my bag for Vegas because it is this really pretty kind of pinky red. I have it on my lips right now, and I'm scared of red. I would love to find a red gloss or something that, you know, on a night out, date night or something that I could wear, because I think red is so pretty on most people, but I can't find a red that I feel like looks good on me. So if anybody has any suggestions, I've got a lot of pink in my skin and very fair. So these are so comfortable. They don't last forever, but they're a breeze to reapply. You don't need to be super careful. I'll put it on and then I'll go like this, you know, to make sure it didn't get above my lips. But I love the smell and the feel, super nourishing. Another thing I've been enjoying this month is Urban Decay's Go Naked Perfume Oil Rollerball. And I didn't know this, but it is a limited edition. So if you are curious and want to try this, get it now before it's sold out and gone. I guess it's a summer scent. It's very beachy. Comes out of the rollerball nicely. It doesn't get kind of clogged up, you know, it rolls out really nice, and it just works perfectly with my pH, with my chemistry. I'll smell it even at night after I've gone to bed, just ever so lightly. I love this. Then something from The Ordinary, it's their Matrixyl 10% plus hyaluronic acid. I'm almost finished with this one. It just has very little left. You can get this on the Beautylish site. It's $11.50. It comes in a dropper, and you use 2-3 drops, and I've been using it at night after I put on my treatment, either my Retin-A or my glycolic. I'll let that dry down, and then I'll put those drops in my hand, pat it on my face, and then put my moisturizer on. And I find that it really seals in, locks in that moisture. So in the morning, I feel extra hydrated. My skin feels very soft and plump, and I'm going to reorder this as soon as I run out. And then another thing for this summer that I've really been loving are these green eye pencils that I put mainly down in my waterline and underneath my lash line a little bit on the outer corners. This first one is Marc Jacobs, and it is the, let me look, waterproof gel, no, that's not it, highliner gel eye crayon. This one's in Peridot. It twists up. It's not a resharpen kind of thing. I really like the push-ups. And this, it's kind of dull because I was putting it on. It has, in the bottom, there's a thing that pulls out and you can kind of pretend to sharpen it. Those things don't work very well, if you know what I'm saying. But I like this a lot. It's creamy, it doesn't tug on my eyes, it gets in my waterline very nicely. It doesn't last from morning until you take your makeup off. It really doesn't. It starts to wear off. I have to reapply if I really want it to stand out. I'll have some left at the end of the day, but it won't have the impact that it did earlier. And I really like this particular color, this Peridot. It matches well with my eye color, brings it out. And then a more affordable one is by Maybelline, and it's the waterproof gel pencil in Glossy Emerald. This one I've used quite a bit. It's very soft. It is a sharpened kind. You can tell I've kind of worn it down. It's a beautiful color. I use that in the same spot, and then occasionally I'll put a darker green that I didn't bring up in my tight line. It really kind of looks like a black, you know, it's that dark, but this one's really nice and it's less expensive. And then the last thing that I want to share is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Absolutely love these warm colors for the summertime. I know everybody's into warm colors, but I have not been in the past, and so super fun to play with this palette and all these gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I have some on my eyes, and when I decide to use it in the morning, I get super excited because these are colors I'm not that familiar with, and I get a chance to kind of see how to use them and what looks the best, and loving it. So one thing that I wanted to share, okay, little itch, is that We have been loving watching The Amazing Race. I know it's an old TV show and there's a million seasons of it, but I'd never watched it back when it was popular, and neither did my husband. So we're having so much fun watching The Amazing Race. These teams going all over the world, places that you've never even heard of, and doing, you know, it's kind of fun to sit there and think, well, would I bungee jump off this bridge, or would I be able to eat that over there? And it has less, if you don't like reality shows, this one tends to have less drama as far as fighting within the teams. There's a little bit of that, but they don't have time. They are on a plane, they're running through the streets, they are, you know, in India on these little motorized things and stuff. It's really pretty fun. And we were not able to take a, you know, vacation to anywhere extra special this summer, so it's kind of fun. That's like our vacation. We'll get our tea or our little fizzy drinks or wine or whatever and watch The Amazing Race and think about what it would be like to be in all these different places. So that's been a favorite this month. So that's it. If you have any favorites that you'd like to share with me, go ahead and put that in the comment section, and I will try to list and link all of these things in the show more box down below. Remember, I upload, or at least I try to, every Tuesday and Friday. I appreciate you watching so much. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.